Hey everybody. Okay, so today we are going to do EFT for sugar craving and an Aroma Point Therapy, well, 2 points on the foot with geranium oil, which helps with sugar cravings as well. And those underlying, like with the EFT, the underlying emotional and energetic blocks that have us going back to reaching for the sugar, especially when we're under stress or feeling overwhelmed. So we're going to dive right into it. You've done a few of these already, so you know the basics of what EFT and Aroma Point Therapy is. We're going to start inside the hand. Okay, and just repeat after me, tap in the same places, say the same words, or if the words don't quite sit with you and there's other words that feel more true to you, use your words because it'll work better the closer it is to how you're feeling. Okay, so even though I have this urge to eat sugary food, this craving to eat the chocolate or the cake, I can't seem to help myself. I choose to love and honor myself anyway. Even though I have this strong craving to eat sugary food, and I'm afraid I'm going to give in and eat it, and I choose to forgive, love, and honor myself anyway. Even though I have this guilt and embarrassment that feels so sticky in my stomach when I think about my eating habits, sugar, and foods that I crave, I choose to love, honor, and respect myself and anyone else who contributed to me feeling this way. Top of the head. This craving. Eyebrow. I really have an urge to eat the cake, the sugary snack. Insert whatever is your vice. Side of the eye. This craving for chocolate. Under the eye, just on the orbit of the eye underneath here, okay? My mouth is watering just thinking about it. Lip. Such a strong craving to have more cake. Chin. The urge to have a quick bite. Okay, collarbone, just the fleshy bit underneath the collarbones here. This craving for something sweet. Under the arm. All my thoughts are having just one more bite. The wrist. But once I've eaten it, then what? So you're squeezing the side of the finger bed here. That sugar high is so brief. Next finger. I might just need to have a bit more. Keeping that inevitable sugar crash at bay. But it comes with all the negative emotions. This craving is so strong. Top of the head then. I feel guilt for letting myself indulge. Yeah, top eyebrow. This disappointment that I feel for myself when I reach for the sugary food. Side of the eye. But it just tastes so good. Under the eye. I can't help myself. Under the nose. I don't know why I can't help myself. Chin. I find myself hiding what I'm eating. Collarbone. And then a wave of shame comes over me. The arm. I tell the kids they can't have more sweets or treats because it's not good for them. Wrist. And yet I sneak some for myself when they're not looking. We're all guilty. Fingers. The double standards are almost laughable. Except for the damage that it's doing to my self-confidence. If it's bad for the kids, why do I do it to myself? I know on a conscious level I shouldn't eat so much sugar. But it is everywhere. Top that. At times when I feel stressed or overwhelmed, I feel the urge to eat something sweet. Eyebrow. I often don't even taste it, let alone savour it. So yeah. The sugar rush hits and it gives me a boost of energy. And the crash comes, and with it all of the negative emotions. Yes. The guilt and disappointment. It's like sugar has become a coping mechanism to get me through busy days. Or a reward that I give myself if I consider that I've been working hard or I've earned it. So much guilt in my solar plexus, my stomach. All this disappointment in my heart space. I think that I deserve it. I've worked hard today. I deserve a treat. The roller coaster of the ups and downs are heightened by my over-consuming sugar. But it tastes so good at the time. These urges are driven by so many factors. My biology that drives me to consume sweet foods for energy. Maybe I'm filling a gap left from other bad habits like smoking. The oral fixation, hand to mouth, driving me to snack and eat even when I'm not hungry. Eating my emotions is a temporary relief from feeling them. And sometimes it's just habit. That biscuit with a cup of tea or coffee. Couldn't possibly have dinner without dessert afterwards. I did great today. I deserve a bit of a treat. One of my favourites. I'm working at the weekend or nighttime when everyone else is off. I deserve chocolate. Fingers. Maybe I associate chocolate or sweet food with happy times in my childhood. Maybe I was given chocolate when I did well when I was a kid. Maybe the memories of good times and chocolate are interlinked in my brain. Am I chasing that feeling of happiness again? What if there were a different way to look at food? Stop that. Food shouldn't be used as a reward system. Maybe I developed some unhealthy beliefs around food and rewards growing up. Sometimes sitting with my emotions can feel hard. But I can't process and move through emotions if I don't allow myself to feel them. Maybe there's another way that I can deal with the stress that I'm under that isn't harmful to my health. Is it possible to enjoy some sweet foods without the shame or overindulging? Okay, so we're going to start releasing it. I'm choosing to release all of this shame and guilt I feel around sugar and food. So, I release this craving sensation from my body now. Wrist. I no longer want to feel this way. I release all the negative emotions that come from my eating habits. Eating chocolate won't make me feel better in the long run. I release all of these emotions from my body. I release this connection between sweet food and love from my body. When I feel the urge to reach for a sugary snack, I pause and use my tools to rebalance my system. Tap that. My body is supporting me to live my best life. It needs fuel that's nutritious. Sugar is a short-term high and won't help me navigate the situation. It'll only make it worse. I'm open to tools that help me to feel relaxed and balanced. I embrace new ways of feeling calm. I can stop and take a few breaths the next time I'm craving to eat something sweet. I can do my tapping rounds again and release the stress. I don't need to use food for comfort. I can ask for help if I need it, using my self-care tools to reduce the stress. can use my geranium oil on the points that I'm showing. I'm choosing the sweetness of life. It's safe to find joy in life. Top of the head. I can enjoy life without the sugar high. I can make better choices in my life. I'm worthy of living a full life. I let go of the connection between chocolate or sugar and my happiness. I am confident. I'm strong and capable. I can take time for me. My needs are important. I'm worthy of all the joys in life. I have a strong will and make powerful decisions. I believe in myself and my choices. I have strong willpower. I am safe. I am loved. Okay, just take a deep breath in. And releasing it. Just see how you feel. So you can go through this tapping sequence if you feel like you really have an urge for chocolate or cake or whatever it is that you're having an urge for. Or enter alcohol if alcohol is something that you reach for when you feel like you need support or need de-stressing, or it's just become this habit that you have it at a certain time of the day and this is your norm and you feel like you want to change that. You can change it around to whatever it is that you are finding it hard to let go of. And then, so the oil on point for Aroma Point Therapy, we're going to use geranium oil. Geranium is from the leaves of the geranium plant. It is quite strong smelling. It's a smell that took me a while to get used to when I first started using it. And you can dilute it to 15 to 35% or 25%, whatever you're comfortable with. 25% is loads, doesn't need to be any stronger than that. And where you're applying it for dealing with sugar balances in the system and hormonal balances and stuff like that is on spleen 3 and spleen 4 on the foot. So if you think of the arch of your foot, I don't know if I can get my foot up that high. Let's see. Give it a go. Okay, so on the arch of the foot, here and here, it's 2 points. Not very flexible. So those 2 points, basically, if you're looking at your foot arch, just on the side of your foot, so the side of your foot that's by your big toe, along that part, there's a part where the top of your foot meets the bottom. So the bottom will be kind of a darker, harder, darker color. The top is more delicate. So literally along that line, at the start and the end of the arch, the spleen 3 and spleen 4. And if you look up spleen 3 and 4 on a Google search, it'll show you diagrams where it is. And you want to apply a drop of the geranium to each of those points, and then you just put your hand over it so that your hand is covering the 2 points. Likewise, the previous Aroma Point therapies, you're not trying to push it in, it's not acupressure. You're literally just holding the oil in place on those points. Geranium is amazing for balancing hormones, balancing sugars, and energetically for cutting through those old belief systems of dependence and needing this sugar, as a support mechanism for you. So it's really good at breaking those down. You don't even need to know what they are. It just goes ahead and does what it needs to do. With it, you want to do it on both feet. So anywhere that's the points are on both sides of the body, you want to do both sides. One is probably enough to do at a time. It's a bit awkward to do both feet at the same time. All right, let me know how you get on.